Hey, what is up everybody? Bladesphere here, and today for you guys another video of Persona 5X. Today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about Turbo and how she is a 1 day from release here. If you guys don't know anything about her, I'm going to be at least going over everything that you really need to know, whether it's her moveset, what she is, and everything of that nature. So without further ado, we're going to get straight into it. And also, before we get actually straight into it here, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Really does help me out quite a lot. We've been growing really quickly, and I'm gonna continue at least providing you guys as much information as possible, whether it's anything that you need to know, where it's just this, if it's other kit building, which we're actually going to be starting on the short side of things, so look forward to that, and or whether it's things on CN and KR, so look forward to that. But without further ado, let's get into it. So Turbo does release in 1 day here, in which that's going to be our next banner that we're going to be getting. And as you can see, we only have at least a day and 9 hours left of the man Akechi. So if you have not pulled this guy, be sure to go ahead and do so. He is getting a buff, which, let's be honest, I don't think any of us are too surprised by this, especially seeing that the man did not come off as the best of characters. If you guys don't know exactly what I mean by that, of course, go check out my other videos, at least on the channel here. And I have to say, for this character, before we at least dive into the Turbo side, for this character, he's not really a bad unit. He's just in that middle ground that makes him kind of mid, but hopefully the at least buff that he's getting is going to make him a lot better. But now we've talked about this here, let's go ahead and get back to talking about Turbo. So in a day and 9 hours, the actual standard character named Turbo is going to be releasing, which is going to be conquering over this banner. Now alongside of this as well here, I think this banner does disappear as well, but we do have her coming up, and she is a standard character, you guys. If you guys don't know what the standard characters are in this game, of course, we can go ahead and take a look down below on the standard tickets here. It's these type of characters that pretty much no matter what get added to this banner as the standard banner. Now I've been over this a few times. If you guys want to exactly know the standard characters and which ones are these characters, go ahead and press this little button down there on the left side here and scroll down. It usually will tell you all of the 5-star standard characters as well as 4 stars that you guys can end up getting here to really see what characters are standard, which ones are limited. Now standard characters themselves are always in the game. They're not something that's limited here. They do have reruns, but really once they're gone, they go to this banner, unlike limited characters where you have to usually wait for a rerun to happen, or either you have to wait for like one of these banners that when they happen, you'll actually be able to do something here. Well, this is what you guys want to know. This is what you guys want to do. I would highly suggest you all to not be summoning on her. Now, I'm glad a lot of you guys, I think in the last video I posted about her, that you guys are not going to be summoning for this character, and which is great because she is a skippable unit who is, she's good, but she is a standard character at the end of the day. You don't really want to go ahead and summon for those characters because it is going to draw out a lot of your gems. And seeing anniversary is right around the corner. It is currently April 1st today. Yeah, you guys definitely want to go ahead and just not do that because we only have technically 17 or 16 days left to the anniversary for TW and KR, while CN should be starting their anniversary, I think today or either tomorrow, sorry. And which is going to be fairly interesting because we're finally going to get a look-see into what everything's happening here when it does come down to the event side of things. So let's go ahead and actually see what's going on the actual side when it does come down to at least Turbo's whole kit. Now Turbo herself is going to be a physical buffer, or at least a physical support, which is fairly interesting because this character without a doubt is not one of the few characters that I was expecting, to say the least. I thought for a second that when Turbo was going to release, she wasn't going to be anything too crazy, or at least wasn't going to be a physical, to say the least here. I mainly saw it as something else, but turned out she was going to be a physical. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that on up so you guys can actually go ahead and look at this as well. But having a little bit of an issue. Here it is. There it is. I had to make sure I found it on Twitter because I didn't want you guys to like see nothing here. So now we got this up. You guys should see it pop up on my screen in a couple seconds. There we go. All right, so Turbo, this is the character that we're looking at immediately. This character without a doubt is going to be fairly interesting. She is a very cool character and she has a lot of things going for her. I explained that of course she does give you a lot of like different little adjustments, whether it's crit rate, attack, damage bonus, you name it, she is giving that out, including pin. But she is one of the few characters that is in a very interesting spot. As good as she truly is, it's just not really beneficial to summon on this character with the times that we do have at this point. So it's one of those things that you kind of got to just say, we're gonna forget this character and move on by our day. Does this make her bad? No. This just makes her having a bad timing, especially with these standard characters here. And seeing we have 1 day to summon for this girl, or at least have 1 day till she comes out, I decided to notify a little bit more about this character. Now, over what I do know, and at least the content that's actually going on, she does help out the extra turn pace of things. So when it does look inside of at least the next characters, the anniversary character does help out with extra turns as well. He most likely will be a best in slot for at least Joker or any character that really utilizes these extra turn methods. The only issue with this is, as good as that is, it's just too much to risk on there. In this scene, she's going to go to the standard banners, at least selection here. It might be better for you guys to just go ahead and save up her cards and then proceed on for there. Just like past ones here, you can also get her weapon out of the shop here. If you guys don't know exactly where that is, let's go ahead and pull that up and actually go there real quick. You want to go to the Y immediately, make sure you have a couple coins on you and you will be able to get out weapon. If you want her 4-star weapon, you can very well exchange it just for at least gold coins, or at least the green coins, I think they are. Though for the 5-star weapon, that's where things get a little bit more complicated. You can very well summon for it, and it does have a better rate up, of course, dropping, but you could go ahead and wait it out and also just get these coins up from at least the BP to go ahead and actually just pull out the character itself. So if we check this 3rd slot, you can see all the standard characters will then have this, in which is perfect if you do want to get this actual weapon. Now for me, I have 10 coins on me right now, in which I actually will have 15 once I get the BP later on. But right now we have the 10 coins and it's not really doing too bad here. What I'm gonna probably end up doing is hopefully I can end up pulling her on like at least a 50-50 that I may lose or something like that. If we can pull her immediately on the 50-50 after her banner goes away, because she's gonna be added to the standard pools, then I'll get her weapon out of here and she'll be pretty much good as good. So you really don't have to worry about this character. And for those of you who don't have those coins, the 4-star weapons are always available for any character here as well too. So even if it's a limited character, you can at least get their 4 stars out of here. So that's probably going to be your best bet. So this is just a fair warning to all of you. I know a lot of you guys are going to be probably not summoning, but I do know there's a small variety out there who likes to collect. With this in mind, guys, we don't have a lot of codes coming out right now. We got only a small bit, and although we are getting a lot of stuff for anniversary time, it might be a lot of you guys' best interest to go ahead and save as much as possible. I'm only at least using a little bit of things here currently, just because of course content related stuff, but I'll always get my gems back based on, of course, Mr. Wallet. So I don't really have to worry about that too much. So I do highly suggest you guys to really save. So without further ado, I'm gonna quit my yapping for today here. We have 1 day to the update does strike, so you guys will be able to participate in those events. And also, if you guys have not joined my Discord community, be sure to go ahead and do that as well. Should be the link down below called Gotcha Metaverse, in which I'll try my hardest to keep you guys notified of anything on TWKR, CN, and Global. Yes, you heard that right, Global, once it does release. So surely do keep that in the back of your head and consider jumping in. But until next time, everybody, peace out. Have a wonderful day.